The stage is set and the curtain is rising for another Formula One Grand Prix. We're expecting close fights up and down the field today, so hold on tight, we're moments away from lights out. We go racing today around the 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Perez, Russell, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Ocon, Gasly, Ricciardo, Magnussen, Albon, Tsunoda, Sargent, Joe, Bottas, and Nico Hülkenberg rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Okay, pull the clutch in, hold it there until the start. Let's build the revs up and hold them. Okay, clutch out, go, go, go!
Radio check.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap, please. We're learning the gears, so let's go through them all if you can. You're in first position, front of the pack. We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid. Leclerc is behind you. Your pit window will be open in 7 laps' time. Leclerc behind. Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get good launch as the race starts. Keep an eye on the lights, the start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. That's Sergio behind. DRS now enabled. Pack, that's P1. That's Sergio behind you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. That's Sergio behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time, 1 minute 34.1. First position, front of the pack. That's Sergio behind you now. Okay, they're on old softs. You've got 4 laps until your pit window opens. And 11 laps to go. Okay, so that last lap, 1:34.2. Leading the pack, that's P1. Okay, Sainz is behind you. We're leading the car behind by 1.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, gap to the car behind. 2.4 seconds. Leclerc is behind you. Okay, car behind trailing us, 2.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 5 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap, 1:35.4. Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. Leclerc behind. Okay, push, gap to the car behind, 3.6 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1:36.3. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap, box this lap. Okay, so gap to the car behind, 5.6 seconds. First position, front of the pack. That's science behind you now. Our gap behind, 5.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Your pit window is open, pit window currently open. Okay, 7 laps to go. Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach. Okay, let's go now, come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Red Bull drivers out in front. Sergio is in for his stop. Okay, you've got P3, well done. And they've entered the pit lane. Okay, Zhu's behind you now. The distance to the leader, 0.0 seconds. Look after these tyres now, we want to finish the race on this compound. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, Sainz is behind you. Okay, the gap behind, 9.3 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. Your last lap time, 1 minute 34.5. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. You're leading the pack, that's P1. That's Sainz behind you now. And the gap behind us, 12.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. First position, front of the pack. Okay, Sainz is behind you. We're leading the car behind by 11.5 seconds. They're on old mediums. Final lap, push, push.
Yes! What a race.
The checkered flag is out. We're going to be hearing that Dutch national anthem again because it's victory for Max Verstappen.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they secured here.